Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, right before the market. It is insanely early in the morning, so forgive my voice for not being there quite yet. Um, because today is Friday, if you saw my market prep video, you'll know that we're probably going to go and do something fun and special for my daughter to celebrate her birthday. Today's not her birthday, it was a few days ago. But it's a Friday, so we were gonna go out and do something fun. So I wanted to get up early and to go through all the things that I am taking to this market before everybody got up and things started to get moving for the day. So let's go ahead and get started with what I made. I am going to hopefully be able to link all the patterns down below so that we don't have to spend time going through that for the video. I just think it's going to take a lot of time to name everything. So I will put a thing down below, and I have like almost 200 items that we're going to be going through today. So let's get started. With this jumbo bee, he's going to be $20. I have a mushy boy, it's 15. I have a blue Brontosaurus, he's 15. I have a loaf cat for 12. I have a little small Kirby on a star, he'll be 10. I have a little Jigglypuff for 18. Gray Bronte for 15. I have these two jumbo dinos for $45 each. I have this dragon for 30. And then I have this one in the Bernat Velvet for 20. I have two gators for 12. I have two big Triceratops, XL Triceratops for 15. And then I have 5 in gray, 5 in orange of the Bernat Velvet or Bernat Baby Blanket, 5 in orange, 3 in blue, 3 in yellow, 2 in red, 5 in seafoam, and 1 in the sparkle purple. And then all the Triceratops are $10 each. And then I have a small dinosaur, and he'll be $25 with the Bernat. I have one Bobble Stitch Sleepy Sheep. This one is 30. I've got it in white. I have it in blue. And I have it in pink. $35 each. Sorry, $35 each. I have a jumbo gingerbread man for 45. I have a big Grinch for 35. My big unicorn for 60. I have 2 of the Snorlaxes that you get free with a purchase of a $45 sticker. And I have this little alien, green alien for 25. And I have this really tall giraffe for 40. So I have 2 of these snowmen with a top hat for 12. 1 nutcracker. 1 little ballerina doll for 20. Sorry, the nutcracker was 25. I have 2 little gingerbread man for 15. 3 of the mini Grinch for 15. 1 little bobble reindeer for 18. I have these 2 little polar bears and scarves for 8. I have 1 Christmas cow for $35. I have this mint seafoam reindeer for $25. Got my candy cane for $10. I have a little Santa chunky boy for $15 as well. And then we have a bat in Bernat Velvet for $30. I have 4 little mallard ducks for $12. Have these little chubby chicks or little baby owls, and they're $8 each or 2 for $15. And I have currently 2 in blue and 1 in purple. I have another loaf cat in gray, $12, and the 2 Christmas ones are $12 as well. I have 1 duck for $12. And I have my jumbo turtle for $50. I have 3 rocket ships total. 2 of them are pink and 1 of them is in blue. I have 5 of these bigger leggy frogs. These ones are 10. And then I have 5 of these little smaller ones, and these ones are 5. I have a big leggy frog, an extra large one. He's 12. And then I kind of have this guy, and he's 10. I have 5, there you go, 5 pickles. They are $15 each. And then I have 4 of the small pickles in the velvet, and they are $10 each. I have 5 penguins of various colors, and they are $10 each. I have 3 little small bees, and they're $8 each. Wild berry, haha, said it right that time, Pop-Tarts for $10 each. I have 2 cookies and cream, 2 slightly different variations on the cookies and cream, still $10 each. I have a strawberry one for $10 each, and I have a chocolate one for, again, $10. I have this zebra for $20. I have this hedgehog for $25. The big Kirby for $20. I have a donut for $25. Oh, I have an Eevee for $30, or $30 sticker. Then the Eevee comes free. I have a watermelon slice for $15. I have 3 of the Farmer Boys for $15, and then 1 in pink, $15. I have 2 cookies and cream cows, small, for $15, and then I have a large one for $30. Have a little panda for $20. I have a big pineapple for $25. This little dog is $20. The moose is $30. I have a strawberry, one of those chunky boys for $15 as well. And then this little constable or European police officer, so cute, I like him. He's $15 too. I have 2 bunnies, one in overalls and one in a little dress for $25 each. I have 2 of my little Haley horse patterns for $20 each. All right, last bucket, I think it's mostly my smaller sea creatures. So I have 1 of these oceanside turtles for $20. I have 1 green and brown for $20. I have 1 sunflower one for $25. I have 1 of the I call it the beach side one, but it's the blue-green, baby blue-green for 20. I have a mermaid for 30. A seal for 12. A manta ray in pink for 15. I have this little chubby whale for 20. I have a koi fish for 10. I have the minis of those turtles for 10. I have 4 of them. I have the beach or 1, ocean side of 2, and various different main colors for that one. And then 1 in the brown. I have 1 little clownfish, $8. I have 3 otters for 10. All of these next whales are going to be 10 each. I have 2 killer whales, 1 in like a cornflower blue, 1 in a dark gray, and 1 in a sparkle pink. $10 each. Next are going to be the little hippos. I have light pink. I have 2 of them. These are all going to be $10 each. 2 in light pink, 3 in baby blue, 2 in seafoam, 1 in dark gray, and 3 in light gray. The last thing that I have are these little velvet octos. I'm debating whether or not to keep them as octos or put little jellyfish stingers on it and make it a jellyfish. So right now, as an octo, this one is 8, and this slightly bigger one is 10, and I have 2 of each. And so if I make this into a jellyfish, I think this one will be 15 and this one will be 20. So I might take some yarn at the market and turn these into jellyfishes. But as of right now, I have 2 of the small one, that's 8, and 2 of the big one, and that's 10. So that is everything that I have made. I will take you guys to the market with everything set up, and you guys can see the before and after shots, and then we'll come back and we'll go through what all sold. So I'll see you guys there. Hey guys, here's my booth setup for the event. I totally forgot to turn my camera the other direction so that it's bigger, so I apologize for that. And I also forgot to take an after video. I had already packed up and was on my way home when I realized I didn't do an after one, so I apologize for that. Hey guys, it's Monday, so let's go through everything that happened at my market on Saturday. Had a little bit of issues. Whenever I got there, one of the things that I do whenever I apply for these events is I like to ask to be put up against a wall so that some of my taller items, like my gingerbread man and like Grinch and some of those tall things, like even like some of my tall cows, I like them to be like standing upright. I don't like them to be laying down on the table. I want them standing upright. And so I asked to be put up against a wall. Well, I guess this event, I was on this hallway where there's nothing but walls. I just happened to get the one spot where there was like this cutout where you kind of go in 2 feet and then there was these doors. So I think what happened, like whenever they moved me to closer to the front of that hallway, they just weren't thinking about this one section. The person next to me didn't show up, so I could have probably scooted over, but at that point I was already kind of set up with the getting it to work a different way. So that's my tip, is if you do have those requests to be up against a wall, make sure you plan for if they can't accommodate that request. So I've made that request in the 5 markets that I've gone to, and they've all accommodated them. But I just think this was just like I said, a fluke where they moved me closer so it would be better for me, but they just forgot about this one little section that wasn't against a wall. So that was fun, trying to figure that out.
And then I forgot my business cards. So I only had a set amount of business cards. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. A set amount of business cards, and I had like exactly the right amount. It was like perfect. I was so close. I was like so worried that, you know, I wasn't gonna have enough business cards, but I had just enough business cards. Like my very last sale, they took my very last business card. It was really close. But anyways, so let's get into everything that I sold. So the total amount of money that I got was $1,103. So super happy about that. Super happy about it. 84% of that was card transactions, and the other 16% was cash, which was a little bit different. Normally I'm a little bit more closer to half and half, but I'm so thankful for my card reader. Another thing that I wanted to mention was that if you saw my market prep video, I was saying how I probably should make a lot more penguins and a lot more otters, but I wasn't feeling like it, and so I decided to make some striped dinosaurs. And I'm so glad that I listened to myself, because yes, my penguins and otters did sell, but I didn't completely sell out. I still have one otter and I still have one penguin, and those striped dinosaurs that I made did sell. So I'm really glad that I listened to myself and decided to make what made me happy. So very happy about that. But let's go to all the transactions, and we'll start at the beginning of the morning. So this market was from 9 o'clock until 4 o'clock. So my very first one was a cookies and cream cow, the small one, and an otter for $25, a $15 Grinch, my $18 little bauble deer, Snorlax, 45. I did something I didn't show in the video was I had these little earrings. I think I showed them in ones past, but so I have like little $5 earrings, $7 ones, and then bigger ones that are $10 during a time where I ran out of stuffing and I wanted to try a new skill. So I do have some earrings, and then also I have this little basket which I forgot to show. It has just these little $5 bears, and it has these little bows in them. So just $5, my little $5 little bows. I call it my bows and bears basket. So my next transaction was a $5 Pokemon bow. It was really cute. It was this young boy, and he put it on his shirt and walked around with a little Pokemon bow on him. It was really cute. So sold a $5 bow. Then an $8 polar bear. It was the blue scarf one. Then I have a $45 transaction. They got a penguin, a gray cat, a gator, and then one of the Christmas mystery boxes. Then my next transaction was the $30 velvet bat, a $10 mini turtle, and it was the beach one. This one is a $30 transaction. She got 2 of the small velvet pickles for $10 each, and then a $10 strawberry Pop-Tart. This one was a $60 transaction next, and it was the $45 large gingerbread man, and then the $15 small gingerbread man. Then the $8 clownfish. The custom, okay, I have a custom amount for 10 and a pink stingray for 15. Hang on, let me check my other thing. Oh, it was a koi fish, sorry. The koi fish, I guess I didn't update my square thing, and so I just put that one in at a custom amount. So, but it was the koi fish and a pink stingray, all in the same one. A $12 seal. I sold one of the hippos, the dark gray one, for $10. A $10 mystery box. I sold my gray, light gray and dark gray Haley horse for $20. An $8 bee. And then my $20 jumbo bee sold immediately after. I got a $15 Grinch and a snowman in a top hat, all in the same transaction, so that came to $27. One of my $10 pickles, the last $15 cookies and cream cow. So I think I'm going to make more of those cows because that sold at noon and I still had four more hours to go. So maybe next time I will do more of those cows. The $25 nutcracker was next. I sold the big beach sea turtle for $20 and then a large pickle for $15. And then the next gentleman who came in, he bought a small bee for $8. But then, like, as soon as I finished with the transaction, he saw one of the Triceratops and thought that his daughter would like that better. So he gave the $8 bee back and bought a $10 seafoam Triceratop. And then the Yoda sold at $25. This next transaction is $75. It was the $30 Charizard inspired dragon and the $45 striped dino. It was the one that was green with the blue stripes is what sold. Then my last polar bear sold with the red scarf for $8. My Snorlax sold at $45 again, and this one was at 1 o'clock. So I think I do need to make 3 Snorlaxes for my markets. I think it's good to have them because that was at 1 o'clock. I still had like 3 more hours to go, so maybe I should have done that. That's okay. I sold all this in the next transaction. It was a bee for $8, earring for $7. It was a $7 medium-sized earring, and then the light blue cornflower little whale, small whale. So all that was $25. Then the $10 otter, a $10 candy cane, the $20 small velvet dragon, the Santa chonky boy sold for $15. The light or the small blue striped dinosaur that I made is $25. Christmas cow, $35. The bunny in the pink dress sold at $25, which I was happy. And later on, the one in the overalls sold as well, which I was really happy about that one. That one was one that I decided to up the price $5 on from $20 to $25. So I'm glad it still sells at $25. So I'm happy with selling it at $25. I sold one of those little $5 brown bears for $5. The $40 giraffe was next. The small Kirby on a star and an $8 bee sold in the same transaction for $18. Then the small turtle, the traditional colors in the brown and green, was $20. I sold the sparkling purple Triceratop at $10. I sold the $30 Eevee was next. I sold the bunny in overalls and Hilda Hippo. It was the blush pink, all in the same transaction, so that came to $35. My big velvet whale, $20, and a killer whale for $10, all in the same transaction, so that came to $30. Then I sold my large Kirby on a star for $20. And so at this point, it's like 15 minutes until the market ends, and I wasn't expecting to have any sales, but I was still holding off. I wasn't packing up anything yet. I was still just kind of hoping and working on just something in my lap and hoping that people would come just these last little bit, and I did. I had 3 more transactions in the last 10 minutes of the market. So you never know. I'm there for every single mini and every single penny I can get out of someone for these events. So don't tear down early, even if you think someone might not buy, but someone might come and it could be like one of your most expensive items that they buy. You never know. So anyways, but at $3.50 it was one of the Christmas loaf cats. Super happy about that, for $12. And then the next one was all in the same transaction. It was $30 total. It was a Pop-Tart, and that was the Wild Berry Pop-Tart. Yeah, Wild Berry Pop-Tart and 2 penguins all in the same transaction. And then my last sale was at $3.59, and it was a $10 penguin. So yay! So happy with how everything came out. So happy. So like I said, it was $1,103 was all of those put together. But once we take out all of my expenses, so like my booth fee was $90, the gas to get to and back home was $8. And then on this as expenses, I also put my iPad case, the yarn ball winder, and tablecloth, and the wire cube storage display part. I put that in as an expense for this market. The iPad and the wire cube storage was supposed to go on last markets, but because they were late and the iPad case was not the right size, it's on this one. So it'll look like I didn't make quite as much because, you know, that's where these ended up in the grand scheme of things, just because of them being late. So I made, after cards, fees, expenses, $784.04. So I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. I think this will definitely be a market that I am going to keep an eye on for in the future. I think I am going to like have it marked on my calendar so that, you know, a few months in advance of this market, I am going to try and get maybe an even better booth space than what I did, because it was in a school and they only had one entrance, and right when you walked in there were a few booths. So I think if I can get into that area and be like the first thing that people see, then I'll be in their mind. You know, even if they buy something immediately, wonderful, but if they're like, oh, let's kind of look around to see what else there is, I think, you know, having me be the first thing that they saw will be good, because there were a few other people that did similar things. A lot of them were like with worsted weight yarn. Some of them was with the same yarn, but they had, you know, slightly different patterns than I did. Some of them didn't have quite as much stock as I had. So we were all pretty different. But there were a couple of instances where someone had bought something from someone else's booth, and then whenever they came to mine, he's like, "Oh, I already got something." I was like, you know, it's still cute, but I was a little disappointed that, you know, they didn't come to my booth first. So if I could be in a better location, like right when people enter and they see me and they see my stuff, then I'll be on their mind as they walk through. So super excited about all this. I think I am done for at least until April or May. I don't think I have anything scheduled or that's going to pop up during those times. I'm very picky with what markets I go to. So I don't think anything is going to be part of my, or fit my criteria of kind of what I look for whenever I choose my markets. So I think I'm just going to kind of start making things and still be fun. I don't have to stress about anything because nothing is really coming up. I do have a couple of custom orders. I've got this guy. This is the dragon one. It is going to be red with rainbow accents. So I do have to get this finished because this one was a custom order and it needs to be ready by Christmas. So I do have that. And then I do have a few other gifts for some of my friends who are having babies. So I have a few non-market related things that I do need to get done. But other than that, I don't have to stress about anything, so it'll be really good. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully you'll be on the lookout for a new pattern that should be released very, very soon. Another Christmas pattern. But thanks again. See you guys later. Bye.